After many hard-fought battles, our team has suffered our first casualty. A dear friend's life has been claimed in a manner I never could have imagined. That night, no one spoke a word. Then the next day, yesterday was a terrible tragedy. However, I must still go to school today. I mean, yeah, it'd be difficult to explain why you have to take off and what happened and all of that. That being said, bereavement is a fucking thing, guys.
No words can express the sense of loss we feel as a result of this terrible tragedy. He had a lifetime of opportunity ahead of him. As educators, we are to blame for ignoring his silent calls for help. We tragically lost him to senseless violence before we had a chance to help him realize his true potential. Forgive us. Forgive us for our negligence.
The principal continues with his eulogy. I know Sakihiko's not here. And same with Kirijo.
He just never stops talking.
Oh,
I'd never even
no.
heard of any Aragaki. Had you?
Oh, no, no, no. Shut the fuck up, assholes.
I heard he never came to school. Probably just some punk. I just want to get home. I gotta study for my mock exam.
Hey, assholes. Shut the fuck up.
You guys know who this Aragaki is? Wait, you're not even in the same year. No way you'd know him then. Anyways, it's crazy that stuff like this really happens, huh?
Shut your mouth.
Huh? What the hell's your problem?
Shut up.
Huh? What are you getting up for?
Shut the fuck up, assholes.
I said shut the hell up!
Iori, sit down.
Damn it!
So they're allowed to talk
Just
shit.
ignore them, Junpei. Hey, have you seen Sonata-senpai today?
Nope.
He was absent this morning. I wonder if he'll show up at all. I hope he's okay.
Do you have a moment?
Oh, sure.
When you get back today, let's meet in the lounge. I think you all know the reason.
Yeah.
Right.
I don't expect you to have your thoughts in order. I'm not even sure what to do myself. All right? I'll see you then.
So it's about Amada, huh?
Oh, yeah.
Well, this'll be a fun meeting.
Sarcasm.
Yeah.
Ah, here he is.
Hey. At the usual for lunch. I was wondering what ramen tastes like when you skip class. It's surprisingly good. You could have invited me at least once, you know. Come on, say something. Why do you have to be like that? Always going off without saying a word. Put yourself in my shoes for a change. You think it's the other way around? Yeah, you're right. I was always the one running off on my own. I was too obsessed with getting stronger, ever since I lost Miki. That's all I've cared about. I thought if I was strong enough, I could protect anyone, but I was wrong. And now you're gone too. God, it's like the world is laughing at me. I knew what we were getting into. I knew we were putting our lives on the line, but I was so focused on fighting that I didn't see anything else.
He didn't even consider what would happen if the worst case scenario came to pass. Yeah.
It doesn't matter how strong I was. Look what happened! I know, Shinji. Crying won't change anything, right? I don't need you to tell me that. In the end, I can't run away from who I am. I've had enough of this.
Before I get into this part, it just hit me how similar Caesar and Castor looked. They could have been fucking twins. It never even dawned on me. Jesus Christ. Anyways, the resolution in Sonata's heart has awakened a new persona. Sonata's persona, Polydeuces, has given rise to Caesar. Oh, I gave the game away. It was Polydeuces originally. My bad. Oh, and he's got a new ability. Electric Onslaught. Severe electric damage to one foe, ignoring resistance. High chances of shock. Nice.
Rest easy, Shinji. You just watch from there with Miki. I've still got a job to do. Isn't that right?
You all know the reason we're gathered here. We need to discuss how to deal with Amada. I've already consulted the chairman.
Right.
Aegis, bring him here.
Understood.
So they have to decide whether they're going to keep him or kick him out.
Fault.
Why is it your fault?
I knew it was strange when Aragaki-senpai told me he'd be late, but I didn't say anything. If I'd only listened to my intuition, this wouldn't have happened.
No, it would have happened eventually. This isn't on you.
That's right. It's not your fault. If there's anyone who should have realized, it's me.
I should have been taking things more seriously, too. I knew this wasn't a game. But I never thought it'd end up like this.
No one did. We knew it was dangerous. We just didn't. You guys are teenagers. You just didn't take into account the severity of the consequences should you fail or should you be grievously injured.
There's no point dwelling on the past. Shinji's last words were, "This is how it should be." He was a hell of a guy. He even faced death with a smile. So, from this day forward, I'll face things head on too.
This is how it should be. Huh.
Senpai.
Reporting in. Amada-san is not in his room.
He's not?
Evidence indicates that his window has been pried open.
Amada-kun! Oh, wait, Fuka, where are you going? Do you even know where to look?
Well, no, but we can't just let him go off on his own, right?
I know where to look. But at the same time, I also have information that most of these characters don't have, minus Akihiko and Mitsuru. They would know for sure where he went.
You're just gonna run around without a clue? You'll never find him like that.
Maybe not, but we have to try. Amada-kun has nowhere else to go. I know exactly how that feels.
Let's go look for him. Well, actually, calm down.
He's right, Fuka. But... you of all people should understand, Yukari-chan!
Fuka.
I'm sorry. I didn't mean to.
Give him some time. Dragging him back won't change how he feels. And we can't protect him forever.
Akihiko.
It's his choice. He's the only one who can decide how to live his life.
Exactly. It sounds cold, but it's the truth. It's his life to live.
We all choose our own paths.
Ooh, so that was heavy. My functions cannot address any highly metaphysical issues. As I am unlikely to be of any assistance, I will stand by until further notice. I'm the worst. I lost my temper and snapped at Yukari-chan. It's just, I'm really worried about Amada-kun. I know what it feels like not having a place to belong. Akihiko's right. Amada must decide what it is best for himself. It is a difficult decision for such a young person to make, but I'm not worried. Amada has a strong will. I'm confident he will make the right choice. The right choice for him or the right choice overall, because those might not necessarily be the same thing. Nowhere else to go, huh? Fuka's right. I should have considered his feelings. I wonder what he's doing now. Aragaki-san was such a badass. All the way till the very end. You know, when he was all like, this is how it should be, his last words just keep echoing in my mind. Do you think yours would leave that kind of impact too? Of course. Well, yeah. Wow. I don't think I could ever say something like that. That's Amada's room, Junpei's room, Sonata's room. There we go. The room where Aragaki used to live is now empty. The door doesn't seem to be locked. Damn. This music is entirely too happy for this, by the way. There's a simple desk. On the desk is a cardboard box. Aragaki's belongings are inside the box. Gaia's Grace, the long pea coat, Western boots, guard band, S.E.E.S uniform, blade of fury. The desk drawer is slightly ajar. Yeah, let's open it. I found a familiar looking envelope inside the drawer. Inside the envelope is a single piece of paper. It's a document with the following written on it. Reinstatement form, Mr. Principal, Gekkogan High School. It appears to be the school reinstatement form Mitsuru asked me to give him. The date and reason are blank, but there is a signature that looks like Aragaki's handwriting. Is someone there? Oh, so he signed it! He was gonna come back to school! Oh my god. That just hurts.
Oh, it's you. Sorry for surprising you. I had a feeling someone was in here, so I came to check.
And you were absolutely right.
What's that?
That's the reinstatement form.
Did you find this?
Yeah. It was in his desk.
I see. He made a habit of not leaving behind any personal belongings, but... I have no idea when he filled out this form to return to school, or whether he even planned to hand it in, but... I think this is proof that he was thinking about the promise we made.
I may have bothered him about it.
I never knew his situation, and it's possible I just made things worse for him, but I think if he knew we felt guilty, he'd just tell us to mind our own business.
Pretty much.
I should show Akihiko. Or... actually,
You-
maybe I shouldn't. He probably wouldn't approve. Let's just keep this between us for now. It sounds like you know how to handle those two now. Thanks to you, I was able to understand how he really felt. I'll say this on behalf of all three of us. Thank you so much. Here. You take this. It should go to you, since you're the one who got him to open up.
I get to hold on to his incomplete form.
Someday, once we leave the storm, then I'll tell Akihiko. I'll tell him about his struggle returning to this room to fulfill the promise we made. But he never forgot those days when it was just the three of us. Not even for a moment.
You have witnessed Aragaki's final wishes. You can now fuse Hellbiker, the hooligan of the underworld. Damn. Okay, so, lot to unpack. First and foremost, loads better, infinitely better. Like, there is no measurement that can express how I feel, that how well this was done in comparison to P3P. Like, oh my god, I'm actually tearing up. This is this is great. This is great storytelling. Like, and it, yeah, like, way better expressed. The graphic novel version of P3P, that was a giant fucking mistake. And this just basically shows us how big of a mistake it was, because it's just like, it just conveys it so much better. So I was a bit frazzled while I recorded this portion, so as a result I didn't get too much into it, but the major factor that leads me to dislike the graphic novel style that was used in P3P was due to the delivery of each and every scene, in particular impactful scenes that progressed the narrative of the story. That's not to say that graphic novel styles don't work all the time. I wouldn't like Danganronpa if that was the case. But in the case of Persona 3's story, it just takes away a lot of the emotional impact from the storytelling. Case in point, Aragaki's fate. See how much more impactful it was just watching the scene progress and play out when compared to the stills of Persona 3 Portable. And that's not even taking into account that in P3P, following Femc's route, there is an opportunity to save Aragaki, even though he never actually joins your party after the fact. The still images used throughout these relevant scenes just look silly and reduce the severity of the situation, taking the viewer out of the story, or at least that was my experience. It also serves to make the scene a bit confusing, since the still images were not accompanied by much in the way of exposition. And as a result, some things got lost in translation. Overall, I feel that Persona 3 Reload is a much stronger and more powerful experience when we allow these scenes to flow organically rather than being represented by these still images. But I'll go more into detail about that later, since there are three other instances where the graphic novel style narrative hurts the story. I could talk about them now, given that this is a spoiler-chocked series, but I'd actually prefer to wait until we reach these parts before I discuss it further.
Well,
you should hold on to that. I'm sure that's what he would have wanted to. There is a simple desk. It seems to be the one provided by the dorm. And that's it. Are you leaving? Well, there's nothing else. I mean, we can look around a little bit more, but... the only thing that I can interact with is the desk.
precisely.
You're right. We shouldn't stay too long. He wouldn't like that. But it was nice to be here. Well, shall we go?
You have my thanks.
I apologize for all the trouble, but please accept my thanks all the same. I want you to know that I fully intend to do all I can to honor his memory. Okay, now we're going to the shared computer. And we are going to use the Umiushi fan book. The fan book came with a membership code that can be used on the official website. Let's take a look at the Umiyushi website. The Umiyushi official website. Members only, exclusive takeout perks. It looks like if I register, I'll be able to order takeout from Umiyushi. I should enter the membership code from the Umiyushi fanbook. Thank you for registering. We hope you enjoy the Umiyushi taste in the comfort of your own home. Looks like I've successfully become a registered member. You are now able to order takeout from Umiyushi at the Iwatodai strip mall. Cool. It's gotten late. I should probably head to my room. Class has ended for today.
I have a theory.
It is unfortunate, but not many students appear to be saddened by Aragaki-san's death. Apparently, human relationships are quickly forgotten, though our case is exceptional. Nah, she just doesn't get it.
Welcome.
Oh, I see you're a member. We have members-only dishes, so please check them out. The website said only members can order takeout. We'll get the beef bowl. I'll grab a couple of those, and also grab a couple of these. Well, no, I can apparently only buy one, so.
Thank you.
It's been a while, but here is your beef bowl. I can sense that the power growing within you stems from the bonds you have forged and nurtured. Here, it may not be much, but this is my gift to you. Please accept it.
I'm looking forward to it.
I still cannot foresee the limits of your potential. I look forward to witnessing you grow even further.
Let's hear the results.
Seems you've completed a request. One moment, please, while I check. So this is the famous Umiyushi beef bowl. The aroma truly whets the appetite.
Very well, then.
Now then, bon appetit. My, how delicious. Something this delectable must have cost a fortune. 300 yen.
Oh, my.
It didn't? Then I must applaud this corporation's effort to sell such quality food for cheap. Please take this as your reward. Ah. And also we have more quests. So bring me glasses wipes.
Marvelous.
Glasses. An object that makes you feel infinitely more intelligent than when you don them. There is even an item that helps maintain the pristine quality of the lenses. I believe it is called a glasses wipe. While such an item is not necessary for those who do not wear glasses, it is essential for those who must. I would love to get my hands on this glasses wipe. Would you bring one to me? Bring me a Sengoku-era helm.
If I may say so.
For this request, I would like for you to bring me a certain headgear. More specifically, this headgear is a helm that has existed since ancient times. Since this is an item rich with history, I expect that it will provide the wearer with quality defense. I believe you may be acquainted with someone who cherishes one such helm deeply. Bring me a Mikazuki Munichika?
By all means.
Oh, it's a weapon. Retrieve the 7th old document.
By all means.
Makes sense. I'd like to try a Aojuri.
Come to think of it.
Word has it that the ultimate drink in your world is something called Aojiru. However, the taste is described as super gross. How intriguing indeed. After all, if I am to drink something, I would like for it to taste good. Therein lies my request. Would you please look for a delicious Aojiru for me? I want to eat chilled taiyaki.
Come to think of it.
I believe there is a sweet grilled fish called taiyaki that is often consumed in your world. Apparently, there is also a strange taiyaki that is cold even though it has been grilled. I, for one, would love to have a taste. Could you please bring me one? And that's everything. So first things first, since we're here, let's go to the pharmacy. Come to think of it, Elizabeth said that she wanted to try some tasty Aojiru. I might be able to find some here.
Thanks for coming.
Hey kid, what can I get you today? I'd like some Aojiru. Oh, sorry, don't have any for sale right now. Used to, but it didn't sell well and was apparently only used for dares.
Nope.
That said, I did recently come up with a new Aojiru creation that I consider my magnum opus. And maybe I'd be willing to exchange it for the vintage Yangen from the antique shop next door. I'm only kidding. That thing's way out of a student's budget. Sorry, but you'll have to give up on it. Don't worry, I've got plenty of other fine goods.
Done already?
Yes. How can I do for you today? The vintage Yagen. That's quite the rarity you've set your eyes on.
Of course.
Well, that's fine. Bring me the gems and it's yours. Mind you, that's one of my more valuable wares, so it'll cost you more than you might be used to. Just let me know whenever you're ready to swap for it. Ah, there we go. And I've got it. Hey kid, what's up? Wait, is that the vintage Yagen? How the hell did you get your hands on this? It wasn't that expensive, asshole. I made an exchange for it. I see. Well, as long as you didn't break any laws, I'm not gonna cry.
All right.
Anyhow, I'm impressed with your dedication. Well, I won't go back on my word. This is yours. Nice. If you ever want more, just say the word. This isn't for sale, but I'll make an exception for you. Oh, and I'll be making full use of the vintage Yagen for my future research.
Thanks.
Bottom line, thanks a lot. You take your time looking around now.
You'll like the new stuff we got in stock.
Oh,
Take a look around, yeah? You made up your mind?
I'll take that.
Thanks.
Ah, so this is our Jiru. It's an awfully dreadful shade of green, isn't it? Well, I'll just take a sip first. I see. The mellow sweetness that washes over your tongue. The citrusy aroma that permeates your nasal cavity.
Marvelous.
It is quite delectable. Though it's rather disappointing there's not much of it to last. Please take this as your reward. Ah, 8 Twilight fragments. Thank you.
What?
Yes, Yuki? Did you have a question about my lecture? Yes? Wait, what are you staring at? Is it my helm? Could that be it?
Great!
Is this really happening? Boy, oh boy, that's one discerning eye you've got there, kid. Isn't this helm great? It is, isn't it? It's a historic masterpiece Masamune had since he was young. Mr. Ono kept going on and on with his story. So Masamune gave this helm to his vassal before he departed. Such generosity! It's as if he foresaw his fate. And that's why I couldn't possibly part with it. I could give you something else from my personal collection, though. One with no connections whatsoever to Masamune. If you still want one. Well, you do, right? Come see me again, and I'll let you have it. I enjoyed the tales of Masamune. I have a deeper understanding of history. And I didn't need that rank up, but thank you. If I come back to speak to Ono-san at the faculty office another day, I might get my very own helm. Okay, so I think that's it. Hello, Suimitsu.
Oh, it's you!
Well, if it isn't, Makoto-kun. Perfect timing. Do you want to get something to eat? I can hear my poor stomach screaming for attention as he eats 2... I don't know what those are, actually. 2 pieces of food. I feel as if we can grow closer thanks to the moon persona, Dionysus. I feel like I might grow closer to Suemitsu soon. Should I spend some time after school with Suemitsu? Yes.
Yes!
Wonderful, my gourmet friend. What are you in the mood for today? Rice, sandwiches, or maybe noodles? I know just the place.
Hurry, I'm dying from hunger here!
Well, look who it is. I knew you sounded familiar. I'd recognize that shrill, grating voice anywhere. I mean, who wouldn't? I don't have all the free time in the world like you high school kids, so let's try to keep this short. My son gave you money that was supposed to pay for his cram school. I'd appreciate it if you'd give it back. Let's just be done with this. I won't bother you again if you return the money now. Are we good?
Look, sir, I don't think you have the full picture here. Your son said he hates cram school. That's why he was hiding in the park by himself. I was doing him a favor. If anything, you should be thanking me.
This is terrible.
Right?
I disagree strongly, but the guide says to kiss his ass, so.
See? You think so too?
Well, what's this? Someone sure is bold today. You sure you're not gonna start screaming emergency and run away?
My, you really don't have a clue, do you? No wonder you don't understand how your son feels. Besides, haven't you heard? He's my bodyguard now.
Okay. Suemitsu seems to trust me with all his heart. That being said, what makes you think he's not prepared to steamroll my ass?
Look, I should be the one forgiving you. And even if I did, there's no way you're getting into paradise. People like my dead brother, non-believers like you, you're not welcome there.
Huh?
Talking to you gives me a headache. You know my son, right? He's still in elementary school, and yet he has a better head on his shoulders than you do. Your parents have my sympathy. I'd be ashamed if my son were as neck-deep in this cult as you are.
What? What did you just say to me? So that's how it is, huh? You're just like the rest of them. You think I should have died instead, don't you?
Hold up. I need context. What the fuck is going on here? What the actual fuck is going on here?
You don't think I'll ever hold a candle to my twin brother, do you?
Knock it off. Damn kid. God, this has been such a waste of time. Fine. If that's how you want to play, then just you wait and see. Better watch yourself, kid. Hang around this guy for too long, and he'll scam you, too. I tell my son the same thing. Choose your friends carefully. Now excuse me.
Come back when you've learned a little respect. Actually, don't come back. Ever!
The fuck?
We won! We fought that guy off! As long as you're here, I've got nothing to fear. All right, I was dying of hunger, wasn't I? Come on!
Oh boy, what have I gotten myself into? After eating with Suemitsu, I went back to the dorm.
Hello, this is Elizabeth speaking.
Hi.
I'm calling in regard to a recent change in Tartarus.
Uh-huh.
It seems that a path that had been blocked off is now open.
Okay.
I thought it prudent to inform you.
Well, thank you.
Then, I wish you a safe journey.
Thanks, Elizabeth. Appreciate you. Elizabeth said that a previously blocked path is now open. I should check it out the next time I go to Tartarus. Meanwhile, yep, called it. This is literally where he is.
You look half dead. What are you doing out here?
What do you think he's doing?
When Mom died, protecting me, no one believed the truth. To this day, they say she died in an accident that didn't even happen. That's why I wanted to clear the record. I thought that's what she would have wanted. Maybe then she'd finally be at peace. They said he died in some violent crime, right?
Yep.
No one knows the truth. Just like with Mom. And now, I'm going to be left behind. Just like always.
The dead are never coming back. You have to accept that. But you still have your life. I'm not here to bring you back. You can waste away here if that's what you want. But if you still have the will to fight, then come back and stand on your own 2 feet.
I know that. I've known it all along. I've just been lying to myself. I needed something to hate. To keep myself going. I couldn't face the thought of being alone. But that's exactly what happened. All this time, I've just been running away. All right. I'm not running away. I'm not running away anymore. I swear it. Aragaki-san, I'll see this through to the end.
Up. Look at this buff motherfucker. The resolution in Amada's heart has awakened a new persona. Amada's persona, Nemesis, has given rise to Kalanemi. And a new one. Revives party, fully restores allies' HP, and will reflect one attack. Oh my god. Yes, please.
Goodbye, Mom. I'll be okay now.
It's already been a day.
Yes, it has.
Yeah.
So, where's Sonata-san?
He said to leave Amada-kun alone, but maybe we should look for him.
What do you think?
I have no idea.
I can't just sit here. I'm going right now to... Amada-kun! Oh, thank goodness. I was so worried.
You were? Amada, will you continue to fight? Yes. I'm done running away.
That okay with you?
Positive.
It's all right. We can trust him. Jeez, don't scare us like that, okay?
All right. I'll go and talk to the chairman. You should get some rest. Okay.